or whether it's going to skid through. Shooting it against Malcolm Allen. Rankin, Birch, Gores. It's Andy May. May hit with the outside of the boot, but Edwards clearing his lines. A throw to Wolves. Not really Wolves that are all about tradition. 3 times the league champions. Traditions and standards, I suppose, in a way set in stone for them in those great years after the war when Stan Cullis was their manager. He was the manager from 1948 to 1964, the era of Billy Wright, who we were delighted to meet and looking so well just before the game. Certainly were a terrific side, Wolves, weren't they, just in those 40s and 50s. Before your time, Theo.
Yes, a bit too young. I've seen them, Brian. Marvellous, marvellous players.
Allen just flicking it on. Ashley. Now, can the break come for Millwall here? No, there was a good challenge there by Paul Blades. Skidding through. Birch now finding Rankin. Cook. From this left position again, getting it in the just that sort of ball again, this time for the header from Much. Cunningham. Some neat play again by Millwall, but Alex Ray's pass caught up in the water again. Cook with the ball, aimed towards Bull. Halfway through the first half now, still 0-0 here at the Den. Just tuned in, you won't need me to tell you that we haven't had sunshine like this all day. We had an absolute torrential downpour for about an hour, between the hours of about 1:30 and 2:30.
You really have to admire, Brian, the way the players have adapted to it. I think it's fantastic.
They've adapted very well, and helped by the fact that both sides are having a pretty good start to the season, Theo, you know, so the confidence really, as far as they're concerned, is pretty high, whatever the conditions.
Yes, but also you have to say, Brian, it's the first time that probably either teams have played under these conditions, because as you say, atrocious. And I thought it would hamper Millwall's style, but it hasn't. Terrific.
Kevin Ashley with the throw for Wolves. Blades just trying to get there first, but Cooper with a good firm header away for the Lions. Ray, a nice ball there. Now Allen's ball equally good, finding Kenny Cunningham. Ray picked up here by May. Referee unhappy with Rankin's challenge on Ray, but very wisely allowed the game to continue. Made his point. Good refereeing there by referee John Martin. Sort of touch from Barber's cross. Much with the header. Ball on the chase. 18-year-old Andy Roberts with the clearance.
Very well.
And a goal.
He was very, very cool there, Brian, the young man. I thought he might have just panicked a bit, because the lad Much got a more or less an up and under header, and Bull tried to react on it. Looks very, very good, doesn't he?
You saw him in those games against Arsenal. I think he scored a hybrid, didn't he?
Yes. He looks to me like as if he could be a very, very good player. And obviously Mick will help him, I'm sure, and Ian Evans, they were both centre-backs, of course.
I'm happy with something on that far side. A challenge by Jamie Morley, perhaps. It's a free kick to Wolves at any rate. It's 26 minutes of the game gone. Full blades. Free kick towards Much. Came off Roberts' head. And another goal kick.
Even at this very early stage, Brian, it appears to me as if Ian Dawes is getting an awful lot of room on that side of the field. They brought the little 7 back in, Birch to more or less pick up Barber. And it's confusing him. And I think if he got enough of the ball, Ian, as I know, he'll certainly make it pay.
Well, here he is now on the ball, knocking a good one forward this time towards Morley. Certainly plenty of experience indoors. Over 250 appearances for Queen's Park Rangers before he came here to the Den. Allen, Dawes, Barber, little throw to Millwall. Playing it in, knocked on by Alan Morley with the header. Good save that time by Stahl. Well, a quick header from Morley, yes, and a great reaction save by the Wolves goalkeeper Mike Stahl.
I would imagine, Brian, if he could only just stand up there, the Wolves would play him. He's a very, very talented keeper, that boy. That was a great save.
Cooper chasing back, trying to hold up ball, and succeeds in doing so. He's had a bit of a heel injury apparently this week, Steve Ball. He missed the representative game, the Football League, against the Italian Second Division down at Bristol in midweek. Cooper getting it clear to Ray. Long towards Goodman, stopped by Edwards. An offside flag against Rankin, who hadn't got back quickly enough. Wolves, of course, reminding you, seeking a club record of 13 without defeat, beating the figure set by Billy Wright's side in 1949 at the start of a season. Lost in the Coca-Cola Cup twice to Notts County, but no defeats as yet in the league. And a chance to go second if they can win here against Millwall. This with Morley, though. Towards Allen. Just didn't fall for him and nodded back very coolly indeed by Paul Cook. Complaining that he was being leaned on by Cooper then. Across to challenge Cunningham. And in fact, through Ball's challenge, Wolves get a throw. Which they leave to Mark Rankin, the Doncaster Rovers player. Paul Edwards instead. Cook. Gone, 0-0. Just kept in play there by Cunningham. Morley chasing this one. Blades getting in well for Wolves at the expense of a corner. More work here for Mike Stahl, 7-year-old Wolves goalkeeper. He's already shown excellent form this afternoon. Downing getting it up towards Bull. Ray played nicely. It's time for Cunningham. 4 blue shirts are waiting in the middle for it. That'll come off Blades for another corner to Millwall. Just needing a slightly better cross there, Theo Foley.
Yes, it's a bit unfortunate. If you're defending like that, the first thing you do is obviously get to the near post, and the lad Cunningham just had to miss the first player. But Millwall have been very impressive, Brian, when they've been on the attack. Much more than Wolves, which has been very spasmodic, to say the least.
Barber with the corner for Millwall. Wolves defenders lining up to get that one away. In the end, it was Rankin. Allen chasing. It's another corner.
He makes some very good runs, Brian, Malcolm Allen, from deep. I think he causes problems to most defenders. He's not happy up there, but he makes very good runs from just about 10 yards off the front.
Cunningham. It's a good cross.
Brilliant.
Well, it was Cook who got it away. A valuable header there.
And a much better
shove
cross
there on Malcolm Allen. Obviously, Allen must have said something to him. But a good cross, as you say,
Yes.
Theo, and an excellent defensive header. Knew just what he was doing. Barber then with the corner for Millwall on the other side. Good sustained pressure this from the home side. Wolves with a good travelling support behind that goal. Flicked on here and knocked away again.
Mountfield. He really showed his experience there, Derek Mountfield. He actually took a whack in the face there, Brian, for it, but he read the flick on and acted very, very quickly. Indoors.
Cut out again by number 2, Ashley. Birch again, played for Bull offside. Perhaps I'm an old traditionalist, an old buffer, I suppose, really, but I used to love the old Wolves shirts, the old plain old gold ones, but these present shirts, I must say, maybe because they've been dragged across a garage floor, these Wolves shirts, don't they?
They're certainly not as impressive, the ones you're talking about. Maybe we're both getting old, Brian, so keep quiet, eh?
Can't be true.
Brilliant.
Cunningham playing it up for Malcolm Allen. Oh, that's a good ball. Cunningham chasing this one, but Edwards has come out there to make life difficult for him. But May plays a good early ball in there for Millwall. Barber trying to play it back in. Cunningham also. Barber again onto the left foot. Down goes Stow once more. And again it's Millwall who are making the running, but still we stay at 0-0 with 35 minutes of the first half gone.
You can actually see why Wolves haven't conceded many goals, Brian, because Mountfield and Blades have done terrific for me.
Nil-nil then, 10 minutes to half-time. Pushing and shoving there, much in fact claiming quite vehemently to referee John Martin that he was pushed by Ian Dawes. Didn't get him anywhere. It's a goal kick for Millwall.
I wouldn't say Ian Dawes was too happy with that situation, Brian. He had to mark much, and I think he would be much happier if Cooper took him. He's not that big in those situations, Ian.
Here's Dawes. Get into that left foot, Millwall, or you could be in serious trouble. They've got away well again. Ray, who's storming through that midfield this afternoon. Cunningham up towards Goodman. No foul. Edwards gets it away for Wolves, up to Much. Challenged by Roberts. Pushing and shoving going on there, and the linesman quick to intervene between Much and Roberts. shouting all in the word there with Andy Roberts.
I think Andy feels he's been manhandled a little bit too much there, the boy much.
It's with Paul Cook now. Knocked away quite comfortably by the Millwall defence again. A foul this time by Downing on Allen. And for that, Downing will get a yellow card. And whether the referee had spotted one or two of those before, whether he'd warned Downing, that seemed a little extreme, a yellow card just for that, it seemed to me, Theo.
It certainly is to me, Brian, as well. And the big thing is, I think that the players and the referee have really responded magnificently to the conditions in the middle, which is where the lad's playing. I think it's very harsh. I think he's a very good referee, John. I'm not happy with that one at all.
Unless we feel it may have been kicking the ball away. Goodman. Edwards battling. Free kick. A foul by Goodman. Free kick to Wolves. Ball with a head. With an offside flag against Much, who had a word to say to the referee, to the linesman. Actually, the referee's calling both Cunningham and Much to him. Well, he's a very stern disciplinarian, John Martin. I think this is something like his 5th or 6th season beyond the age limit for referees. He's into his 50s now, very fit, very experienced.
And very calm.
And very calm. Free kick to Millwall. It's a game that needs a goal now.
Very much so. And at the moment, you have to say that Millwall looked the most likely, and deservedly.
Cooper playing it up to Allen. Now for Ray. Trying to get it back to Allen. Downing gets it away to Birch. Birch picking it out of the puddle there, but Roberts, Edwards, Rankin for Wolves. Offside against Much. Millwall fans giving him a bit of stick.
It's a bit hard to work this side, Brian, I tell you. It's a bit hard to get much out of the Millwall fans this side.
Well, they're hardy souls, and all credit to them. They've come
Marvellous.
out in really terrible conditions earlier this afternoon to support their team. Good for them. That's quite a battle, isn't it? Cooper against Bull. Birch. Blades. I think that'll bounce away from Cook. But Cooper's doing well.
Yes, he's done very well in that position. He seems as happy there, happier as he was at left back. The other thing, Brian, is that Wolves have the wind at the moment. A lot of the balls that they're pushing through are, overrunning. So perhaps that might be something that Millwall will have to look at in the second half.
Very damp, cold afternoon here, and the bad news is the black clouds seem to be rolling up again. Here's Allen. Cunningham. To Ray. And Edwards keeping his head, keeping the ball and getting a throw. Edwards. Ball. Referee falls for a moment. Slipped in the puddle. Mountfield first. Bull couldn't get a touch on that one. Roberts plays it clear again for Millwall. Up to Morley. Ray. Cunningham did well to find Barber with that one, and he's done well to find Morley. Now, what sort of cross coming in? Blades there meeting it, or rather Downing that time, meeting it for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Millwall's throw, but the ball caught in a huge puddle down there, and a couple of youngsters trying to get it out, and still haven't succeeded. Here onto the right foot. Mountfield's header again for Wolves. Millwall again with a throw, having much the better of this first half, but still nothing in terms of goals to show for it. May playing it in to Goodman. Tried to get something on the turn. It's squirted between the legs of Malcolm Allen then. And Wolves play it long, really, just to get a bit of respite. A little over 2 minutes to go to half-time. Mark Rankin with the header. Cook. Roberts clear for Millwall, up towards Morley. Blades. Roberts again. It's Paul Cook. A left foot of his. Ashley couldn't quite get on the end of that one. Good work again by Dawes for Millwall. Cook.
That's exactly what I mean, Brian, that Wolves are overhitting the balls. They're not getting enough support to bowl her much. Millwall, on the other hand, if it was a little bit better quality crossing, I think we've had 3, 4, maybe 5 goals in this. There's no doubt about that. It'd be great chances in there.
Minute of the first half left. Dawes came back off Cook for Munch. Cook again, this time for Edwards. Rankin's gone wide for him. Cunningham's gone with him. Might leave some space through here for Bull, except just look at Roberts there, right in to the tackle so quickly again. Theo Foley was talking about Mountfield and Blades looking so good at centre-back for Wolves. The same could certainly be said at the Millwall end. Roberts and Cooper. Rankin up there towards Cooper. Again, Cooper getting a very good header in there under a lot of pressure from Much. Birch crossing it in once more. Good cross this one, and a good catch that time by Keller. Goodman. That's a half-time whistle and a generous round of applause from the faithful here at the Den. Not only because Millwall have really had the better of it, even without actually being able to show anything in terms of goals, but also I think probably as a tribute to both sides who overcome these very difficult conditions to put on a good entertainment and performance in the first half. But at half-time here at the Den, it's Millwall 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0.
Welcome back. No goals, but We did think that Wolves should have scored really in the first few minutes of the game.
I think Steve Ball will be very disappointed with that chance. It's one he normally puts away, I think. He's not scored for 6 or 7 games, I think, and I think he'd be disappointed when he sees this. He's got a good bounce here, and it's fell nicely for him. And if he keeps that down along the floor, I think it might have gone in. It was a good save from the keeper.
No, Alec Ray's impressed you in midfield.
Yeah,
Good player.
I like him. He caused us a lot of damage last week. You know, he likes to shoot whenever he gets a chance, and as he showed last week against us.
Yes.
And he passes well, and he brings people into the game. You know, he's a good midfield player.
Did you feel that Morley might have scored with this
I think
chance?
he didn't realise how much time he had in the end. I mean, he's on his own here. He could have stopped that and perhaps drove it in, or, you know, he's gone for the header, but it wasn't powerful enough and not in the corner, really. But I didn't think he realised he had as much time.
Could probably step back and brought it down on his chest.
Yeah, you know, he probably thought he was under a bit of pressure, but obviously he wasn't. If he'd have brought it down, finished it off.
You've got to say all credit to the teams, really, for the way they're able to play. I don't remember really playing in conditions as bad as this, do you?
Yeah, I think it's affecting Millwall a little bit more than Wolves.
Because of the style?
Yeah, I think that, you know, their movement and their passing ability. Every now and then the ball holds up for them. Wolves are a little bit more direct, and I think the danger for Millwall is that they've defended brilliantly, Wolves, and you can see why they've only let 1 goal in away from home all season. Now, they try to hit you on the break, and people like Ball and Much are just waiting for an opportunity for the ball to go over the top and chase onto it. So Millwall have got to be careful that they don't push up too far and perhaps get done on the break.
OK, we'll look for that in the second half, Al. But it's half-time 2 at the Skull Cup final, the first domestic final of the season, Rangers against Aberdeen at Hampden Park. First-time highlights now with Jerry McNee and Gordon McQueen.
So that's a good clearance by Stephen Wright. The ball plays it to McCoy, to Durant, some lovely close play here by Rangers.